Well, good morning. It's 9 AM on 13th of October. I'm just waiting for Tim to come round. We leave on Wednesday, so it's Sunday today, so we leave in 4 days' time. And last night was the first frost of the year. Look at that. Would you believe it? But we've got a van to load up and we've got all this gear to get into it, plus Tim's. So it's going to be a tight fit. But heading down to the south of France in the hope of bagging a biggie. And we're into the first fish.
It's in there, my son.
Very, very heavy kicks. It's not like a small fish shaking its head, it's big, like deliberate rolls. He's got it! How big did this one go, Tim?
35.8.
35.8, first fish of the trip. What are we on? We're on Friday? Thursday? Thursday,
what is it? Early afternoon.
Early afternoon on the Thursday.
What, an hour and a half, 2
No,
hours?
probably a couple of hours.
35 and a half.
Very pale looking fish, nice starburst. Scales at the tail there. I'm coming a little bit closer. And it took what, an 18mm triple
Odyssey,
X.
Triple X, Northern Special Snowman popper.
Nice.
Probably, I don't know, 75 yards out.
Well, probably.
Scattering of probably 30 baits just with the stick.
Nice.
First fish, nice to get off the mark.
Yeah, not only nice to get off the mark, but nice to get off the mark with a decent fish. Quite solid carp. Hopefully we'll have a few more over the next 48 hours. Well done, mate.
Alright, let's get it back.
We got down here at about 10 o'clock this morning. We planned on fishing 500-acre expanse of water, and it would have been boat work. It would have been putting our baits in small holes in the weed. It was a roaring southwesterly last night. It was real strong, and it would have been just hopeless. There were a few anglers there already that had taken the area that we were planning on fishing in, and placing baits in that weed with such a strong wind just wasn't the one. It wasn't going to happen. So we'll leave it there for now and see how things go. Tim's literally just moved down on the wind. There's a lot of anglers down this way, but fish are definitely more located on the wind, even though there are a lot of lines out here. I might have to move. Perfectly in the bottom lip. Out nice and easy. Watch my shadow.
Just a little mid-double.
Yeah.
Oh, earphones. Carp earphones.
It's mid-double. Good condition. Oh, nice one. Well done, mate. Right.
First one of the session.
Yeah, first one of the session. Lost one.
And had a sturgeon.
Sturgeon. Never caught one of these before.
What was that on?
Oh, it's exactly the same. That's actually on a fluorocarbon hook link. Just a little mini yellow pop up and a 18mm Odyssey Triple X.
Right, shall we have a look at the other side of it? Right, it's the other
So
side.
here's the other side, just very quickly. So at least
Quite
off the
two-tone.
mark. Yeah, old battered warrior this one.
Back she goes then, mate. Just as the light's going.
Right, well it's lunchtime on the Saturday, so we've done 2 nights here now. We were going to move off today, but we've just kind of figured out exactly how to fish it, and we're in good swims now. We thought we may as well give it one last night. It's turned hot. There are a few people here. It is a Saturday, but Tim's absolutely bagging them over there. I think he's had about 8 or 9 carp now. But nothing big. His biggest was the first fish he had, which was 35. He's had a few other low 30s, and that's it. I've had 4 here, so I'm catching up. But I've only been on the fish for 1 day. We're kind of casting out to the central part of the lake. So yeah, not a lot to report other than that. I had the 34 late last night, just as it was getting dark. And then in the night, Tim had a brace of 32-pounders, and I lost one at first light this morning. But yeah, it's got really hot today. We considered doing the off today, but it seems stupid moving when we've just figured out how to start catching them on here. So we'd like to move on to a more difficult lake once we've hopefully had a biggie. We'll see how it goes. We know there are a lot of big ones in here, a lot of 20-kilo carp. So we're just going to see how it goes. I've just topped up the swim, a maximum throwing stick range with probably a kilo of bait, and I've redone all the rigs. I lost a fish at first light this morning where I'm using running leads on the basis that I thought everyone on here is using semi-fixed leads, and running would just be something different, but the carp kited to the right hand side and it wasn't on a tight line, and it was basically just moving around and hadn't had a chance to set the hook properly, and it just pulled out on the way in. I don't think it was a big carp. The speed it was kiting, I would have thought it was probably a double or a 20. As I said, I had a few 20s in the night, but nothing spectacular. So we're just going to enjoy the sun while we're down here, chill out, have a couple of lagers, and see if we can catch a couple. Well, I've just ridden around on the bike, and here's Tim with the first 20 kilo of the trip. It's just... yeah, that's well over 40 pound. It's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be about 44, 45.
Yeah, I think it's about 20 kilos.
Nice.
Ready?
Tim with the big muscles. Yes, easy.
17 kilos
46.
Je t'avais plus moi.
Hang on, wait up.
16,5, 16,5
C'est pour
au
ça qu'elle
total.
est allongée, c'est pour
Go on,
ça.
hold down one more time.
Elle a pas un gros ventre, elle est allongée. Elle est belle, elle.
46 and 3/4, I think.
Et pas bouger, voilà. Ouais, 16
About
kilos 5.
46 and a half, actually. Nice one, mate. Well done. First good enough
Good
the
job.
trip.
Champion.
46 and a half.
Yeah, 46 and a half. Absolute stunner, mate. Kind of 2-ton. I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out on here. So talk us through the capture quickly.
Just recasting one of the other rods.
Chef.
I'd already recast it this morning, and it seems if a bait hasn't gone for a while, recast it, top it up with bait, and all the takes have come normally within an hour or so of casting. So I've started adopting that, and it's certain rods that have been quiet after a recast have gone. Whether the bait's getting eaten and they're getting done, I don't know, but it's working. Right, let's put it down. Okay,
Au-dessus, au-dessus.
Oh, better get that. Well done, mate. What have we got to say about that then?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I thought we were just on pasture patrol, but I think staying that extra night, or a little bit longer, keep the bit of bait going in.
Yeah.
And eventually,
well, hopefully they'll go back down to the left-hand side. We'll see.
Behave one's just lunked out in front of you, mate.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Got spods flying in all directions. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 14 anglers on a comparatively small lake, all with 3 rods out. So it's well and truly stitched up, but it's not really surprising considering it was a Saturday night last night. 2 more have just arrived and they're just down to my left hand side. Surprise, surprise, no carp. Had one take at 7 o'clock last night. Absolute ripper, hit into it. I was into a stalemate for about 5 minutes. Felt like a good carp. I got it right into the net and for no reason whatsoever the hook bumped out. So I've rebaited this morning. I've put 25 baits out with the stick on each rod. I've not bothered recasting, but I'm not that confident because there's so many people here. But I'll have a chat with Tim to see what we think. I mean, he's been in prime spot over there and he's been catching well, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to stay. But I'm just, with all these anglers here, I just cannot stand it. I cannot stand. You're competing against everyone else. I can't do what I want to do because I'm just pinned into a corner here with lines going out everywhere. No matter how slack your lines are, everyone else has got rods up high and proper tight lines. So it's not ideal. It's certainly not what I've come down here for. But having said that, it is a Sunday and everything could change tonight. Let's leave it there for now. Just an example there of the bottom that we're fishing over. It's relatively clear turquoise water and it's a very light coloured gravel. I think there's a little bit more silt out in the middle, but again it's of this kind of light colour, this sandy looking silt. And you would have thought a dark hook length on that would be highly visible, as would lead core, which is why we've done away with it. Okay, so it wasn't quite so small. How big is it, Tim?
It's definitely 40. It's not as long.
Let's just show it. It's just in the sack down here. We've just sacked it momentarily while I come round on the bike.
Bit of an old warrior, to be fair.
There we are. That looks pretty wide from here, mate. Again, it came on the right-hand rod, which is in this open area of water where there's no pressure whatsoever.
It's in line with the tallest pot.
Yeah, so Tim's had a result down this end, really. Whilst I've been struggling away in amongst the lines, Tim's been nailing them. Well, here she is. What did she tip the scales round to, Tim?
48.5.
48.5. Real battered old warrior, this one.
Not been well looked after.
No, it hasn't been well looked after. It's an absolute donkey nonetheless. There we go. Beautiful. Tim's doing very well. How many have you caught now?
A dozen, I think.
12 carp.
Lost 2.
Lost 2. There we are. Look at that. Real big frame carp.
I'll just turn him round.
Yeah. It's an example of how to control these big carp. Flip them back onto the forearms when they struggle and just wait. Just give it a little bit of time. There we go. Well done, mate. There's 46 and a 48 for Mr. Colliver.
Happy days.
Happy days indeed.
Put it down.
Okay. Well done, that man. Well, Tim's kindly let me move in to his right hand side. I've got 2 rods just out there. Finally I feel like I'm on the fish. No sooner have I chucked him out, he's in again. And again this was a slow take, and
Lost one in between.
lost one in between. It was a slow take and it's pulling hard. Look at that. Basically got them queuing up out here in front.
Certainly on the bait, isn't they?
Yeah, we're spraying Odyssey. Triple X 18mm is everywhere out there, and they're absolutely on it. This is doing very little, this carp. It's got to be one of the better ones. Another one bites the dust. Okay, 34 pounds. Hold her up for us, Tim. Another one bites the dust.
Nice clean fish.
Yeah, another one close to 31 kilo.
Taking them off.
Beauty. Very nice looking carp, this one. Okay, great. That's very nice. Okay, wonderful. Well done, that man.
John's just had a take over to the right. What's it feel like, John?
Tiny. Not even sure if it's a carp.
Right, it's just coming towards the end of the fight. Caught a slight glimpse of it. Oh, no, that's just that's him on me. Oh, he's got a good one. It's a good one here. Let's just have a look. I'm all tangled up in it, but never mind. Better fish than we first thought. John wasn't even sure it was a carp when he first hooked it. Right, here's the result. How big, John?
33 and a half.
Lovely clean fish. And where'd you take it from?
Tim, as we all know, Tim kindly let me come in on his right hand side on the basis the lake's absolutely stitched up and this spot is the only one producing, so I'll just flick 2 out, followed by 25 baits with the stick.
Big tail on it, John.
Huge tail, it fought so hard.
John's just shown off camera the fish is crapping the bait, so it's obviously been eating. There we are. Just popping it back now. Clear water. Hope to get a nice.
It's worth pointing out that I'm doing everything I can. I'm honing my tackle down to the absolute, well, I'm trying to fine tune it as much as I can for the situation. I've done away with any leg core, I've done away with any tubing. I think I've got tubing on 1 rod. I've got lines as slack as you like, so I'm not even getting any liners because the lines are just so slack, it's just along the bottom. And I've got either a fluorocarbon hook link in IQ, or I've gone down to a 15-pound sheath skin, very light coloured, which blends in really well with the bottom. It goes to show that I'm trying to do everything I can, but Tim's got lead core on, he's using dark hook links at times, and it's really not making the difference. It's all about the location. These carp are pressured, but it's probably not making a massive amount of difference. It's all to do with location, bait application, and getting your rigs untangled and in the right spot with a sharp hook. First take of the morning, well away from all where the carp have been jumping.
And
surprise, surprise.
dun dun dun. Here we are. He's got an alien. The next worst thing to a catfish.
You can hold, they're like pelagic fish, you can hold them by the tail.
And he's had a take on his middle rod. And it's a common of about 20 odd pound. I'm just watching net here. Bubble Odyssey. Again just sticking 50 or so baits in the area. Well done, John. Right, good morning, Mr. Timmermans.
Morning.
Having a few more now.
Yeah, third one after the third move of the trip. Typical, I had a 31 in the night, a 25, and this is 26 and a half. So I've moved on to the carp, put a big bucket of particle out last night, and sticked out probably 200 baits over the top. I've not rebaited at all. I've caught two and just cast straight back out. How big did this one go, mate?
Just shove, well, about 38, 10.
38, 10 pound common carp. Superb,
Nice fish.
superb looking carp. Makes a nice change from the mirrors, doesn't it?
Yeah, had a bit of trouble getting it over the bar.
Yeah,
Ended up giving it a bit of stick and it came through alright.
lovely.
But yeah, didn't think it was big as this, but first did we? It
No.
was like 20.
Cracker. That was Tim, not me, by the way.
Come on, mate, it's getting heavy.
All right. Right, Tim has hooked up, he's hooked a carp on his Ryan rod and it's gone over this bar and he's gone out to try and free it. Got it to shore, beautiful fish. We've figured out that it may well not be a bar that these fish are going over, but a load of people's lines. Tim went out in the boat, he got no less than 6 leads all tangled up and this carp had ravelled through them. It was a good job he did go out in the boat to get it. The guard de pêche has said that it was it's forbidden, but there's nothing he can do about it, and he's actually quite pleased to see how we've treated the carp when we've got it onto the bank, put some clinic on its fresh wounds, so I think they've got no problem at all. How big did this one go, mate?
Mid 30, 35.
Another mid 30. I've basically been Tim's gilly for the week.
Big and yet to come, mate.
Yeah, he's controlling most of the lake. Have a quick look at the other side. I've got these little spots on them. I don't know if they're stress spots or it's a nice one. Another one bites the dust, eh? Close to the 31 kilos.
Yeah.
Well, this is what the fish was snagged up in. We've got here 6 leads and a bundle of line, and that was going up onto Tim's rod, and the fish had moved in and around that. Oh, what a bird's nest. It's a good job he did go out in the boat. People saying that the boat's forbidden on here. If he hadn't, that would still be lying out in the lake and liable to tether a carp at some stage. Right, well it's Tuesday morning, blank night. We're doing the off. We've been here long enough anyway. I've done 5 nights on here. I've had 9 carp. I think Tim's had double that. He's probably had 18. He's still got them queuing up in front of him. He's been having, no matter where I've fished, he's been having 2 or 3 a day more than me. It's 10 euros a day here. We've spent 50 euros each, which is 50 euros more than we planned to. But, for some of the carp we caught, that's worth it. So anyway, time to pack up and move on somewhere else for the last few nights.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound